Have you ever wondered why the United States has been clashing with Iran for decades, and why the world is still holding its breath today? In this video, I'll explain the entire story, step by step, from history to the present, and what it means for the future. If you enjoy deep dives like this, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let's get into it.
The conflict between the United States and Iran didn't start with nuclear weapons or religion. It began with oil. Iran holds one of the largest oil reserves in the world. In 1951, Britain effectively controlled Iran's oil industry, and Iran was receiving only about 16% of the profits. That same year, Iran's democratically elected Prime Minister, Mohammad Mossadegh, nationalized the oil industry, taking it back from British control. This angered both the United Kingdom and the United States. In 1953, they jointly launched Operation Ajax, a covert operation that overthrew Iran's government. After the coup, the US backed Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, installing him as Iran's ruler. He remained in power for 26 years. During this time, Western countries regained significant access to Iranian oil, with profits rising to around 40%. However, inside Iran, Pahlavi's rule became increasingly authoritarian. Opposition was suppressed, critics were silenced, and while he presented a modern image of Iran to the world, many citizens felt oppressed. In 1979, everything changed. The Iranian Revolution erupted. Pahlavi was overthrown, and Ayatollah Khomeini rose to power. Under the new leadership, Iran pushed back strongly against US and British influence. Later that same year, Iranian students stormed the US embassy in Tehran and took 52 American diplomats hostage, holding them for 444 days. Why? Because the United States had granted asylum to the deposed Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Many Iranians feared that America might attempt another coup to restore him to power. The hostage crisis severely damaged America's global image. Then, in 1980, Iran became locked in a devastating war with Iraq. Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein, dissatisfied with previous border agreements, launched an invasion, reportedly with US support in weapons and intelligence. The war lasted years and killed hundreds of thousands of Iranians. Afterward, Iran began strengthening itself regionally, supporting groups like Hezbollah and Hamas, and expanding its nuclear program. In response, the United States imposed heavy economic sanctions. After 1980, hostility did not disappear. During the Iran-Iraq War, the United States backed Iraq. Sanctions tightened throughout the 1990s. In 2002, revelations about Iran's nuclear facilities reignited global tensions. From then on, the rivalry played out through pressure, sanctions, and regional power struggles. In 2015, during President Barack Obama's administration, a historic nuclear agreement known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA, was signed between Iran and 6 world powers. Under the deal, Iran agreed to significantly limit its nuclear activities, reduce its stockpile of enriched uranium, and allow international inspections in exchange for relief from crippling economic sanctions. In 2018, President Donald Trump withdrew the United States from the nuclear deal, calling it the worst agreement ever made. Since then, the US, Israel, and Iran have faced repeated crises, each more dangerous than the last. The standoff continues today, a high-stakes game of power, influence, and survival, with the world watching every move. Imagine the consequences if this conflict escalates further. What could happen if this war does not stop?